Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big...
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I know he's trying.
They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception throw.
And that last one, that hurts. Running with Howard.
I ain't getting no money.
Despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45.
Trades.
Akeem hits that time on the tackle.
Give me my boy Zeke.
They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I do. And Jacob's going to be the backup.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to
Giants,
down.
he want AB for the. I told him for the first, and he got the 6th pick.
It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
I get that approved. I'm taking that too.
4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
He ran his course on my team. No other niggas can have him.
And they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Still got that X factor trait.
And this one will not get there. It's out to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure.
Oh, right.
I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton.
Yeah, I know.
For any offense versus his own defense.
I didn't really scout too much either, but especially a receiver, I wasn't thinking receiver until like late in the season. I got to scout.
Crossing route. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Yeah, I don't got no second either.
13, it's a 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
I have none.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And his throw here is incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Mike, check, 59.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's got his man.
I thought about getting him, too.
Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson there to make the grab.
He a good run stopper, though.
Able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
I might take it. I'll take it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Right.
This is taken at the 3.
Right. Yeah, that's
here he
true.
gets it out to the 25-yard line.
I think there's some, there might be some late, middle linebackers in the draft. I don't remember.
The Eagles
But
offense
I think it was maybe a couple that was late.
They had that long 50-plus
Like
yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in that kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, 2 middle linebackers. And if I get that, other pick for AB, I think I'm gonna choose I'm gonna choose a linebacker. Oh, he did? To Cam, got that first down. That boy Cam, that's my nigga, but it's number like 2 or 3.
Throwing on first is Wentz.
Yeah, I would have did too. But the thing is, though, who's Smooth gonna be looking at for a quarterback, though?
That one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection.
I don't know if there's too many. Quarterbacks in the draft.
Back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Wentz going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, man, I don't need corner. I want to trade my free safeties. I want to put Abram, man. That nigga. Yeah, I don't need that nigga gone.
Taken at the 13.
But nobody.
Boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Bears
I like Abram. He's a little faster, and he way younger.
Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Hey,
A little bit of daylight
Tyreek,
on that first down run sets
he
him
is
up
a cheat
nicely.
in this
8
fucking
yards
game.
on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From the 30 on 2nd down, Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson.
Man.
2 catches now in this
He
divisional
juke and he
round
get you
matchup.
on that juke.
A first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Trubisky to throw.
Oh.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And the play goes nowhere.
Yeah, that nigga Cam really had he really had a bid on him. If you don't take it off that old ass nigga. Because of his name.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's got Burton here. And he gets it down to the 32. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes
I don't got no second either. I got an early third.
For that much space to rumble.
Now it's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner.
Wow.
You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They run with Howard, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line.
Yep.
What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. Passes could work as well. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
Well, then finish it.
Down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Trubisky. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott.
Yeah, I know. He's chucking the motherfuckers away.
And we're all tied at 7 apiece.
For all of these... I understand Baker, but all the other shit he doing, I don't know what the fuck he doing, man.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Yeah, hey, a lot of these players I'm looking at, they want a lot of money. I'm like, fuck y'all.
Following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit.
I got a nigga that want to get him. Trying to see if he want to.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He finds an opening past the 40. Robinson's got it.
Yeah, I know. I don't. It's right now. It's not showing.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go deep.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left. And his pass is intercepted for the
stupid ass passes,
man. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He sets to fire deep. It got his man complete. Wow. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 75 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score?
What?
So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Trubisky. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Oh my God, I'm doing stupid shit. I really am. I'm playing so fucking
off at the 39.
Dumb right
and they
now.
are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
No, it ain't you. It's just I'm just doing stupid shit. I'm just throwing. I'm just throwing stupid ass balls, not focusing up.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to take a shot right away from, and that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Cohen lost the
then this nigga fumbles the ball. Yeah, it's meant for me to lose.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Oh, my God. He just...
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
That nigga just fumbled the ball. Just let it go.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
I'm mad because yesterday we played, but I had to go to the hospital for my brother. And I was up. Going into the third, 28,
20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. It's a completely
different story. It's all good, though.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Fucking interceptions in the first half.
At the 27-yard line. Check, walk 54, walk 54.
They go play action. Trubisky.
Here we go again. Another fucking pick.
Interception. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
19 mil? Damn.
From the 29, Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Now I'm just getting
3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And a route is on here in this first half.
Oh, man.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial
Come on, he didn't even block. Why would you not go block him?
This is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 24, Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Riley Ridley there to make the grab. And the Bears cut into that lead.
Just got to play some defense.
Point
now.
after, right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20.
34-14.
Out is
Second
the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I gotta play
This will be taken
I'm on
in the
some
back
stupid
of the end
defenses
zone.
and giving them open shit.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Got a whole nother half left
to go here until halftime. You got the good size lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 29, Wentz. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Here we go, y'all.
Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still working.
Damn, I should have hit that hole.
I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Steps away to his left. And Robinson with a big catch. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Derek Barnett in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Trubisky. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Trubisky will throw.
Oh, come on.
Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Fuck, you got to make that.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They're going to look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he finds Howard complete.
I hate that.
Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So you wonder what's going on in that head right about now. That's 2 missed field goals for him now, and this one should have been no problem.
For an NFL kicker, you're thinking 97, 98% from this distance, and this one somehow fails to go through. And that's 3 points you just absolutely have to count on getting.
16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for Chicago. Back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Check safety, check safety.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to put
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, kill him. Hey, forward, kill him. Bravo. 59 mark. Check.
To throw is Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught by Jackson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Deep ball for Jeffrey. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Joe Webb, 34 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time.
Oh, Howard in trouble, and he can't get away. He's taken down, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Throwing here, Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues further out of hand.
Now Howard at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sweetie! They gonna need some therapy after this.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're going on fourth down. It's Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Trubisky to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now it's Trubisky. Robinson's got it. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On first down, they run with Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football, but I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Watch the screen.
First down, Eagles.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Right there. All day, just like that. Just like that.
This is Howard on second down. And he's got room. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and goal, Philadelphia.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the